Hey everybody. Hey Steven. Hey Cree. I hold on. Why does this always close down on me? I don't understand why. Hold on. This is the second time Jen comes live today. Hey Secret. She's so desperate for anybody for views, but one thing I can't stand from her is her continuing to lie. Hey Data, how are you? Hey Viva. Hey Rabbit. Hi Steven C. Um, she's literally making excuses for her being uh domestic violence, for being an abuser. Hey Bliss Chris. Hi Nurse Jen. Hey Miss Jasmine, how are you? Hey AKA. So hey Sally. So she was live like at 4 in the morning or something. Hi Flower Child. Hey Stephen C. Let me see who else is here. I think I got everybody. Hopefully. She was on like at 3 or 4 in the morning. I don't know what time. And then she's on again now. Hey, Debbie. But the thing is, she's making excuses for why she hit Clint. I'm pretty good. Thank you, Jasmine. I appreciate you coming. Misses you. Oh my God. Fucking William. Go call your daughter. I don't know how much you hate when I say that. Okay, I got him. I think she needs to turn up the heat on her curling iron. It ain't working a damn thing. She is so manic. First, she was up like at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning live again. Then she's up now, and she starts saying that it's everybody's fault that what happened to her because because of everybody. She hit Mike, whoever she was hitting, and of course she was abusive towards Clint because of everybody else. And you people are sneaky, and it's your fault, and you guys are bad. I missed you, Maria. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Thank you so much. And again, she's blaming Maria. You know what I'm going to tell you guys what she's going to do. She's doing anything she can to get her name out there. Her channel is dead. She hates that I say ice her out, but I'm going to call her out. Jen, you're using some heavy drugs. You've got to be using drugs. There's no way in hell this woman is not on something. The way she's talking, and then she blamed, oh, so that's how it was. Hey, Geneva, that's how it was, Maria. It's always Maria's fault. Who the fuck are you? With a name like that, you don't belong here. You belong over there. She might like that kind of name. I'll be damned if I'm going to let her talk bad about me. Again, Jen, I'm going to remind everybody, you hit Mike, you hit um, Clint, and you picked a man over your children, and that's why you're there. It's not the internet's fault that you're an abusive person. It's not the internet's fault that you want to hit men and get away with it. You got exactly what you deserved. And it looks like you're going that same way again, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it when you get arrested for your bullshit. Because nobody in the internet forces you to do anything. Telling Keith, who apparently had 127 viewers in his live, that if she went on his live, he would get more viewers while she was sitting on fort. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? See, she thinks that she's gonna get all these views, trying to tell people that she's getting all these views because of she's Jen. Can you imagine? Keep curling that burned hair 3 or 4 times a day and see how fast. Give it another 5 years and you'll be bald. Unbelievable. She needs to tell the truth to stop lying. She can't. She's incapable of telling the truth. She can't do it. It's who she is. I've already realized this. Just she will lie about the smallest thing or the biggest thing. She just can't tell the truth. Not one time. Nothing that comes out of her mouth. Nothing. And you know what, Jen? I can post any pictures I want, and I'm going to, because you can't leave my name out of your mouth. So the real Mrs. Brady is not you. You're not married. You know that when she had messaged me about a week and a half ago, and she wanted to send me the marriage license, but she's cutting the bottom off. You know what the bottom part is, right? Where it's sealed, where it says that it's completed. She didn't want that part. You know why? Because it was never filled out. It was never completed. And I said, take that thing and shove it. It's not real. And then she went on her thing having a fit because she thought that she was going to easily tell me, here it is. I'm just cutting the bottom for privacy. Stop. You're going to lose us. The deal with DC Comics. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. She's not married. Hold on. Yeah. She's definitely not married. And then when she said about the when she did that story with the flat with her Christmas tree and shit, that her arm was wrong, it was hurting, it was sprained or some shit, and that's why she had to use the other arm. She was stretching her arms behind her head. She's so stupid that she can't even complete a lie without for people to even believe part of it. Like, you literally have your arm stretched behind your head, and you're saying you have a problem with your arm, so you couldn't lift that arm to salute, so you used the wrong arm. What is in the water in Ohio? I don't understand what's in the water. It's the weirdest shit ever. And then the day that she was live, and she took down that live just a few days ago because you can tell in her face she had no makeup on. You could tell her eyes she was crying, but she wasn't crying on the live. But you can tell she'd been crying for hours. Poor Clint. Um, she took her ring off, and then she said when I realized it, she said she took it off for surgery. What surgery? Surgery and jump back onto YouTube. She looks rough today. So rough today. She does. She really does look rough. Hey, Audie, how are you? She looks really rough. And this is how she was looking before she's decided to go physical on her then boyfriend Mike and Clint, because she had Mike and Clint at the same time. She didn't break up with Mike to go with Clint. She did it like a smooth still dating Mike, but then slipping into Clint thing. Yeah, they're still together. He's still the little pussy that he is, putting up with her abuse, putting up with that. Even with you interviewing him, Jen, nobody gives a fuck about Clint. That was way before that. He's not this man that everybody was like, oh, he's on TV. Nobody cares. You so want to make yourself out there. You will do anything to get a view. And in the meantime, you're going to drag these people all for nothing because nobody wants to talk about you. Nobody wants anything to do with you. And her interviews are horrible. It's like a preschool. Jen says you will never take Clint away from her. It was like a couple of weeks ago. Jen, let's turn it around. I don't think you'll take Carlos away from me. How about that? Because ain't nobody want Clint. If somebody wants Clint, they need their head examined. They need their head examined. You know why his mom bought him a house? Because she has to put her son in a bow in a package. Because nobody will take him without some type of reward. That's it. You got to give him something. Your son sucks. You want a car or a house. It comes with that. Hey, Sue. And even with a house, nobody still wants them. They're like, nah, I'll live in a 1-bedroom apartment. I'll live in an efficiency. I'm good, thank you. Because that's who she is. She's so unhappy with who she is. Can you imagine that he's sitting in the next room and she goes live and she's like, hey, everybody, I'm bored. I'm so bored. So I'm here. He's in the house with her. It's not like he's at work. He's inside the house with her and she's bored because they have nothing in common. Alice needs to smarten up and quit with those two losers. Alice is a loser too. There's no hope for Alice anymore. Hey, Stanley Cup. I don't believe in Alice anymore. Really, at the point that I've seen what she puts up with, Alice deserves what she gets because nobody's gonna get me to that point. Got new phone, learning how to use it. Oh, no problem, Audie. I guess she don't like to play with her dogs. Unbelievable. And she walked into Lisa Marie's live yesterday, like, "Hey, I'm here. It's me, Jen." That kind of shit. And I blocked her within 2 seconds flat. Jen wants Alice's money. Jen is getting older and realizes that Clint is her only hope. Her last resort is her. That's it. There's nothing past Clint. Nothing. Yeah, uninvited and blocked. Immediately blocked. Like, Jen, you don't belong anywhere. When we say ice out, it means you're not invited into Jules' chat. You're not going to my chat. You're not invited into, hey, Farda. You're not invited into Lisa Marie's chat. We don't want to see you, Jen. Hey, Muggsy, be careful. Now she's going to hate you forever. You know how that is. No, William, go call your daughter. Go call your daughter. Oh, you did, and she hung up on you. Sorry, William. So sorry. But you are a bad dad. You've always been. You care more about the alcohol than your daughter. You care more about that last beer than your daughter. Father of the year, William. Piece of shit. One day they'll find you on the road, drunk and dead there, because that's how your life is going to end. And you don't do shit about it. Hey, Amy Lou. Hold on. I'll be right back. Just got a package outside. Hold on. I'm back. Ever since I got my package stolen, I try to get them as fast as I can. Hey, KK, how are you? I hope I didn't miss anybody. And I know that Jen is doing this for attention because her numbers have got dramatically worse. But I can't stand this bitch lying. I don't understand why she has to continue with the same shit over and over again. And now she's going back to 2023. I know what you guys did to me. See, I get it now. I get it. I gotta open the package up and see if it's that. I'll let you know as soon as I open it. Um, she's like, I get it. I get why you guys did that to me. Are you kidding me? I get why it was your fault that I went to prison, to jail. No, Jen, it was your fault. Nobody here can hit somebody and say that the internet made me do it. The internet drove me crazy. You are crazy. Nobody drives you crazy for that. Nobody's going to make me hit somebody after I get off the internet. You're a loser. And remember she said that she got out of that Discord from the Vegas Valley Discord thing? She's still there. She said it the other day. She hasn't gotten out. You see how much she lies? She loves to blame others. She's never going to take responsibility. That's why I tell you, her um her sorries, her apologies mean nothing. Absolutely nothing. Hey, KLP, by not taking her meds. Yes, she is. But everybody else has to suffer because of her bullshit. Because she goes crazy on people and starts talking shit. Jen, you know where you're going to be at my age? Behind a gas station with a mat on the floor. That's where you're going to be. And you know what? I'm not going to feel sorry for you. I'm not going to feel sorry for you. Because everybody's told you the same thing and you're like, I did an application. I might work at 7-Eleven cleaning toilets. Where can I get khaki pants? I'm going to work, but it's only 1 day a week. She's not going to work 1 day a week. She's not looking for khaki pants. She is lying. This is somebody who doesn't want to work. Who doesn't want to work. And then she went on to say that she has no problem with Clint sending rings out, messaging women because they're swingers. So now remember, if your wife or your husband, well, they're not married, but I'm saying if your wife or your husband cheats on you and you want to stay with the person and save face, just say, oh, we're swingers. I'm okay with that. We're swingers. People will always respond, making it always hard to truly ice her out. Yep. But look, Jules has been doing a good job. KK too. They haven't been playing her like as much as they were before. And Jules has been going over some other stuff. But she was definitely watching Lisa Marie yesterday and immediately came in there with her. Hey, hey Jen, you know what? We saw in KK's, who we saw in KK's? Siwa. Guess who wasn't blocked in KK's? Siwa. Guess Siwa doesn't get blocked where she goes, and you do. You're worse than Siwa. Isn't that horrible? She walked in there and Lisa Marie's, oh, let me give you my input on this. Bam, blocked. Your input means shit. You're a nobody. You do nothing for your life. You do nothing. You can't even hold down a job. You sit at home while Clint works, sending men pictures while you're in the toilet. I'm bored. You like? That's all you're good for. You have no right to talk about absolutely anybody in this community. You're the only person in this community who leeches off a man, well, or his parents. Because if you say Jules doesn't work, Jules supports herself, right? Kendra supports herself. She's in an apartment. You can't even do that. You can't support yourself. You're lower than anybody here in this community. At least they support themselves. You can't. As much as they both mess around with other people, they might as well just be swingers. Yeah. So now, hey, JJ, you're right, Shyla. Well, you know what? That's what she said the other night. I'm like, is it me? Was that the first time I ever heard that? I didn't know that. And they're like, oh, so it's okay. And she's like, yeah, you know that. Let's try to convince you guys. Yeah, yeah. We're swingers. So what? So what if he did that? We're swingers. No, your husband is a cheater and you have to support him because you have nowhere else to go. Can you imagine you're living with a man? I can't keep saying her husband, they're not married. You're living with a guy, and you gotta turn your the sideways and pretend like it didn't happen because you don't have a choice. You gotta stay there. She's so upset when she found out about Lisa Marie, of Laura Marie. Yeah, hey, she salutes with the wrong arm because the her arm was bad, right? And it was painful, right? And then the next day she's stretching her arms above her head and holding the in the back of her head because she's a fucking liar. That's who she is. Happy birthday, Shyla. Yes, it's her birthday. That's right. Happy birthday, Shyla. I hope you have a great birthday today. So that's what Jen does. She has to put up with him and say, that's why you see her, she cried so much the other day and she deleted that live. Because when you're dependent on somebody, fully dependent on somebody like Jen is, because she's like the teenager in the family there, she has to put up with his bullshit. She has to put up with his bullshit. If he wants to cheat, she's gonna be like, okay. I know she does, Wishmaker. It's just pissing me off that she goes on there and says, oh, now I know what you guys were trying to do. Because of you guys in 2023, I hit Mike. I got arrested because of you guys. I'm sick of that shit. I love the fact that Siwa has me blocked because she thinks saying my first name is doxing her. What do you mean? Oh, that your name is Kelly. I know. Oh my God, there's too many Kellys. Well, she said that yesterday. She said that she had written that she had a whole bunch of people blocked and she didn't know how to unblock. Like, sometimes it goes, I don't know. Like, I could have sworn the other day I had somebody blocked that I can't stand. And then I saw her comment and I'm like, how the hell am I seeing her comment? I'm looking at my account and I'm like, it can't be. And so I reblocked and then I can go and see the comments. But sometimes, like, when I wanted to unblock somebody, I had to do it. I did it here, and then I had to go to somewhere else and do it in Google, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I tried unblocking, and it didn't work. But who knows? But I'm sure that pissed Jen off a lot to see Siwa in there, and Jen can't come in there because nobody wants to have a regular conversation with her because they're tired of her bullshit. You can only play dumb so many times, and she's never stopped. She always has an excuse. 2026, and she's like, now I know why you guys did this to me. Oh, yeah. Because of you guys. Oh, William, why aren't you calling your daughter? Go. Go, go, go. Try again and again and again. And William, hold on. When you do yours, YOU apostrophe RE. Do it right. Go to school, William. Hold on, let me see what they're sending me. Give me a minute. Okay. What a sad life you have, Willie. Wee Willie. Yep. McPooch, because she has to accept, just like she has to accept all the bullshit Clint's done. She's got to accept McCooch because she has nobody else. When you're limited, you've got to accept her back. She has nowhere to go, nowhere else to go. She tries going in everywhere, and she's like, "I hate Maria. She blocked me and Lisa Marie's." Oh, trust me, Jen. Lisa Marie would have if she wanted to. She could have unblocked you. She doesn't want you there. She could have unblocked you easily. She didn't want you there. It wasn't about you. It was about Lindsay. Lindsay, not you, Jen. and you still showed your ass there. You're not welcome there. You're not welcome anywhere, and that's how it's going to stay because you're beyond help. You're the same way, if not worse. This is the exact same Jen of, I think she's worse than 2023, honestly. I think the only difference is that she hasn't hit anybody yet. Hi, Ringer Home. Hey, allegedly. It's going to be a good day today, no matter what. But this woman woke up fast, woke up early this morning and went live, maybe 3 or 4 in the morning. Can you imagine that your husband's sleeping and you go on the phone and you just start? The fuck is Sylvia Smith? Hold on, I'm going to get this account. Give me 1 second. Go to channel and save it. Oh, I think I know who you are. I'm going to send this to myself. Give me a minute. I'll give you the attention you want, Sylvia Smith. Give it a minute. Let me save it here. Sick bitch. Okay. Leave her blocked. I'll post your information, Sylvia, if that's what you want. I don't know why you came in here, but that's cool. She didn't wake up, Maria. She hadn't been to bed more than likely. Yeah, I don't think she did. I don't think she went to bed at all. She looked horrible. Sorry, KK, I accidentally hid your comment. She looked horrible. You done pissed me off. Can you imagine? Sylvia, go follow Willie. He's got something to show you, but you might need a microscope to see it. Like you gotta get really close up, and he might not lose his channel this time because YouTube won't even know that it's porn. So go over there. If she went to bed, she definitely woke up with KK in her mind. Yeah, can you imagine to get up that early in the morning and start KK, Maria, Jules? If I am sleeping and somebody wakes me up with that shit, I would be so pissed off. I would be so pissed off. Clint, Alice, and her therapist have asked her to log off at YouTube and she refuses to listen to them. Well, you know whose fault it is. Honestly, it's Clint's. Because he's the one that can really get her to stop. Alice can get Clint Alice can get him to force her to stop by stop helping them financially. And Clint can tell her either you stop it or you get out of the house. But he doesn't do it. But in the meantime, because he doesn't do it, we pay the price. Oh my God! Did you had a dream of Clint last night? Did it contain Tupperware? Muggsy? I haven't watched Jenny today, but we've been talking about it. Obviously, she's doing this because I gave her an hour of attention last night, and she wants more so desperately. Yeah, don't I'm just pissed off that she did that. She's doing that 2023 shit again. But don't. You're right. I shouldn't even have gone live about her. Don't fuck her. She deserves nothing. No, Muggsy, I was kidding. It was a joke. Delete that comment immediately, and don't admit that ever again. That is intrusive answer. Damn it, Muggsy. Where's the stuff? Hold on, let me see if I can find. Where is it? Hold on. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Damn it. Oh, is it this? Hold on, guys. I was gonna go live. Can you hear me? Because I'm far from the phone. I was gonna go live later today to show you what somebody sent me. I'm not ready to go live now, but I really wanted to show you guys. Shit, damn it. Let me see. Hold on. Be right back. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go live later today so I can show you guys because it has to be done right. But I appreciate the person who sent it to me, and I want you guys to see it. See, everything that's sent to me is not just bad shit. This one was pretty funny. You could have put your name on it though. I wouldn't have mind. Hold on a second. She just said she became a legend for taking panels and shitting people up. She is so removed from reality. She is. Sh when Jen 33. Oh, Jen. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were still alive, honey. I took your views. I did it on purpose. Yep, I did it on purpose, Jen. Because people just hate watch you, so that way your numbers go down and you realize that you are not the shit. You're nobody. You shouldn't be dragging people the way you do and making stories up about 2023. The only difference between 2026 and 2023 was that she was coming down from from her drugs. Oh, that she was shutting people down. She was coming down from her drugs, and that's what happened to her. And now she's back up there with them again. If you don't think she's using anything, then you're wrong. She's definitely using drugs. There's no way she's not using drugs. There's absolutely no way. I honestly wouldn't. Hey, Jones, how are you? There's no way that she's not better than 2023. She's exactly the same way or worse. She's actually worse. The only difference is that she's not hitting somebody or we're not getting the videos. She is on opiates. She goes to a pain management clinic. It's not for ibuprofen. She stopped making stories up about others. Then crime victim when people defend the lies. Yep. I'm not going to let a drug addict who was on drugs in 2023 and decided to go crazy by beating she hit him. It wasn't the drug induced hit, it's who her character is. And then come back here into the internet and blame the people on the internet for her shit. You know what, guys? I slept too much yesterday because I was tired. I blame you guys for it. I didn't get to go outside and enjoy the day because I was tired. So I'm going to blame you guys for it. Whose fault is it? Is it mine or is it you guys? So anything that happens, she blames people on the internet. She can fade into the darkness that she is. Yep, you're right. Snorting cocaine like she was on the movie Blow. I'm telling you. If I wish he does. I honestly do because not because of hurting her, it's because he's going to do her well by doing that. She needs to fall on on her face and pick herself up and do things for herself. I'm too absorbed to care about. Yeah. I blame you. I blame watching YouTube. No, I stayed. I went to sleep late, and I just slept a lot. But I blame you guys. It's never my fault because I'm innocent. I would never have. I would have been sleeping if you guys weren't on live, or anybody wasn't live or anything. So I'm gonna blame you guys because of KK. I can't sleep anymore. Not for losing the town. She blames us for losing the townhouse. Can you imagine? Can you imagine blaming any strangers on the internet for losing the townhouse? Strangers on the internet for hitting Mike. Strangers on the internet for getting arrested. For going to the police department and saying Clint's suicidal. Find him. We need to find him. If we truly ice her out, she will ramp crazy and start really poking at people just for response. I know. And that's the worst part. Like today, she woke up with Maria in her mouth. She's like, Maria, 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 bitch, shut up already. Like it's so annoying. Clint has no respect for himself. He allows Jen to go online and make a fool. He doesn't care. Can you imagine going on live and saying, my husband doesn't care. Like he doesn't care. He's like, he told me go do a vertical. Again, anybody with common sense, if their husband tells you, hey, why don't you go do a vertical? You're like, hmm, yeah, maybe later. Not now. Why do you want me to do it now? Nah, let's have a good day today. I'm not doing a vertical. Why do your hair? Because she has nothing to do. She's bored. She already sent the toilet pictures. She's got nothing else to do. She lost her kids because she was a piece of shit mother. She lost the townhouse because her and her burn ass Mike didn't pay her bills. Yeah, it's not the internet's fault. It's not the internet's fault that she didn't pay. They didn't pay the bills. It's not like she was making enough money to pay it. I'm not here because of speaking on the Looney Tunes. I'm here because. Oh, thank you. I know it's just so frustrating, though. It's just so frustrating, and I know I'm the first one to say it. We gotta ice this bitch out. And I'm thankful that Lisa Marie didn't get mad or say anything because I really shouldn't have blocked her on Lisa Marie's channel. But I just don't. Lisa Marie doesn't really care about Jen, so it's not gonna. It doesn't bother her. I just don't think that we should be allowing her into our chats. She says she lost the townhouse. No, she lost it because she hit Mike and got arrested. That's what happens when you hit somebody. You get arrested. Married, but is supposedly married, but she sent nudes to men. She's online. What a great wife. What a catch, right? You like on board. You know what's funny is that she sent him a picture of her in the toilet. And she said, you like on board, and he sent back LOL. When you send some guy a nude picture and he sends back LOL, that's pretty embarrassing. That's pretty embarrassing. And then Clint, who doesn't give a shit about her, was like, yeah, okay. He's like my bro. He's like my bro. No, he's like your son. Deadly is young enough to be your son. He doesn't care. Tell me whose husband would be okay if you tell JJ, you tell your husband that you send a picture to a man, a nude picture of yourself because you're bored. And see if he's gonna say, okay, I'm staying with you, I forgive you. I mean, yeah, exactly. Exactly, JJ. You're gonna be like, wait, no, wait, I'm not going online. I'll go online when I want to go, not when you tell me to go. Not when you tell me to go. But I'm telling you, there's no husband that would accept a wife sending nudes in the toilet. You know what kind of a husband accepts that? One who doesn't love you. Plus all the mold. Yep. One who doesn't love you. Wait, was her and Mike already being kicked out before she was arrested? Yes, they were already moving out. They had to leave the townhouse anyways. She was arrested because she hit him. And that's why she got arrested. But there is no way in hell. You know why your husband is so easy? Your boyfriend, not your husband, Jen, is so easygoing about you sending nudes? Because he's not in love with you. He's not in love with you. It's obvious. He doesn't have an ounce of jealousy against her because he doesn't love her. She's like, Clint, I'm sorry. I sent my bro Deadly a nude picture in the toilet. And he's like, you did? And she goes, yeah. And he's like, okay, don't do it again, okay? She's like, okay. That was the end of the conversation. Don't do it again. Is Clint afraid to be alone? I think he's afraid of being alone. I honestly do. Somebody that was and Jen, definitely had no idea about Lauren Marie and Clint. No idea at all. Lauren Marie never told me, and I don't think she told anybody. But you know what? Had she told me, I would say kudos to you, Lauren Marie. Go, girl, go. Go, girl. Take the man away from the mistress. I would have been rooting for Lauren Marie. This is the anniversary week of her arrest 3 years ago. Look at how far she's gone. She's exactly the same person. 3 years later, and she's still the same shithole. Can you imagine? But he always said that he wasn't comfortable living alone. He needs somebody with him. That's why he's had so many women talking on the side with always, because with Jen, it's like not like it's just like you have another dog in the house, like a pet, not even a roommate, because she doesn't even talk to him. The only time Clint gets to hear from Jen, like when she goes, Clint, bro, Clint, is when she's live. And that's because she's got to pretend, hey, see, she's got to pretend like that there's a relationship there. So she goes live and then she's like, you going to give me a kiss? Because that way, if everybody sees that she gives him a kiss on live, it's got to be true, right? What's the point of going to therapy? They have repeatedly told Jen to get offline. The therapist doesn't give a shit. They get paid. That therapist is getting paid. He or she obviously knows she's mental. They're just doing their job. They don't care more than that. They don't care more than that. They're gonna do whatever they have to do, and that's it. Okay, get offline, and then the next therapy, Jen's bitching about Jules, Maria, and KK. She looks methed out. Her cheeks are sunken. She looks like a walking skeleton. Lack is her therapist. That's funny. Hillary Clinton, for fuck's sake, tell the truth. You never filed a marriage license. Tell Giddler you and Alice scam. Everyone not knows but Jen. I know. That's why she didn't want to send the bottom of it. She thought that by cutting out the bottom, I wouldn't ask questions. Security has arrived in Chan Hazy. And when I said no, the bottom is where it tells you that you're done. And she stopped responding because she thinks everybody is so stupid and she wants to manipulate everybody. She's like, no, I gotta cut out the bottom. Yeah, because it's not filled in. Of the marriage license, because it's not filled in. And that's why she was trying to convince me that she was married. And I said, I don't believe a word you said. I don't believe a word you said. So then she goes on her channel and says, well, I guess nobody else in this community's ever been married because nobody's had to show it. That even when they say they're married. No, because we don't lie like you do, Jen. We don't make up stories like you do. It had stamped and certified 24 hours after my marriage. Yeah, you can't even find Jen's. You can find any marriage license in Ohio, but you can't find Jen's. If they would have actually got married, it would have been it affected Jen's benefits, like her medical. Of course. Of course. And then the thing is that she said she got married, and people in her stupid people in her chat were sending her gifts. Were sending her gifts when there no marriage. No marriage at all. What kind of woman wouldn't know if she's legitimately married? She knows. She just doesn't want, she just can't get him to sign or can't get that shit. Or she doesn't want it because of the health insurance. Who knows? She knows. She just wants people, she thinks people are going to believe everything that she lies about. Absolutely everything. Or hold on, let me show you guys. Or like this one. Hold on, listen to, I love this shit.
Lisa and Sylvia and all them, they thought it was cool. It was only the hag crew that were putting me down. So I took it down because I was embarrassed. No, exactly. Yeah. Like, I can't be proud to be an American. Okay, I'm not trying to be a dick, but what if my arm was broken? How would I be able to salute with a broken arm? That is true.
Listen to this.
And that's what I've been trying to say. But then they're like, oh, you're bringing your health into it. No, I pulled my muscle.
She pulled her muscle, so she used the wrong arm.
My hand was I think it was more you didn't know what fucking arm to raise up.
You go.
The wrong arm.
There you go.
I had my left arm up because on my right arm I had pulled a muscle. You think I'm stupid? Yeah. Start the national anthem, and if you know you can do it. Because I know what freaking. I made my tree. I guess I should have let my fucking arm heal up. My bad.
And then that.
Yeah, I'm not fucking dumb.
Yes, you are dumb. In that live, she was that same day, that live, she was stretching her arms above her head like she always does. This woman can't lie for shit. Like she does the same shit over and over, and a proud American, and never have anything to do with stolen valor. Can you imagine? You know how she does her arms? She stretches them up on top of her head. She did that shit the same day that she did that short. She can't lie and say, "Hey, I fucked up. I used the wrong arm. I used the wrong signal. I'm sorry." Nope. Oh, my arm was bad. I was recovering. And then he's like, "Ah, no, I think you just didn't know which one to use." And then she's like, "No, no, no. It was bad." And then he's like, "Ah, I don't believe you shit." She was having this past Monday. Yeah, that's the same day that she was having the surgery, or was it the day after that she came online and she was crying. You could tell her face was crying, her swollen, and she didn't have a ring on. They must have had a bad day for Clint there. Imagine her bitching all day at him that day. Can you imagine? She'll call him at work to continue bitching. Her arm is fine. Her arms are over her head with the cold curtain iron. Yeah, but she lies so easily. She lies so easily. And damn, you know what? What you don't know my medical condition. My arm hurt. No, bitch, you just didn't know what to do. I'm not stupid. Yes, you are. You really are. You really are. That she could lose her social security disability if she married Clinton is a damn lie. Tell me you all know better than that. I don't know what type of help she gets from the government, but I'm sure that she's not stupid and she looks into all that and figures that she gets more as she's not married than she is married. But now they're too deep in the shit, so she has to continue to say that they're married. Also, your mom never served. That army flag belongs to my family. It was for my son's grandfather who passed away. It's giving out at his funeral. Your mom did not have a military funeral lying. Wow, just so see, Jen, it's exactly what I was saying. You got that flag from Mike. That doesn't even belong to you. Can you imagine stealing that flag and trying to put it off as her father's? You know what? Her father had a whole ass family. Jen wasn't part of it. Jen wasn't part of it. So if her father was in the military like she said he was, which he was, and he got a flag, it wouldn't have gone to Jen because she wasn't a part of his life. It would have gone to his wife, to his new wife. So she didn't get the flag for her father. Mike had that flag and she kept it and now is saying that it belonged to her father. Her father had a whole ass family and Jen wasn't included in it. So for sure, if he got a flag, they weren't going to give it to her. She says her parents were military and then says she was born on a bearskin rug. Those two statements. What the hell? I didn't know that. So that makes sense. Her father's flag is with his last wife, and she took advantage of this one and took it from Mike. Give the flag back where it belongs, Jen. It's karma. It's going to bring you bad luck because you're taking something that doesn't belong to you. She said her parents were hippies. So her mother was never a nurse in the military. Her mother was never a nurse in the military. Her father delivered the mail in the military, but her mother was not in the military at all. Yep. So she took this from Mike's place because when she was with Mike, she took it from there and never returned it. Dad was a mailman in Vietnam. That I believe. I don't believe for a moment her mom was a nurse in Vietnam. Nope, I don't think so either. I really don't think so. I don't think her mom. Oh, I think her mom was exactly what Jen is. A little bit of nothing. If she's on disability, that's a lie. I know because my clients view my office as a do everything place. So now we know for sure that that flag does not belong to her father. She's gonna have fake outrage over doing this. Expects the crash out surrounding you in 5 4. She was live when I went live. I went live to take away her views. The other day she's like, oh, who was it? Oh no. Jules went live. Why do they do that when I go live? We don't owe you anything. You know, we owe each other. Like if I see that Jules, I even looked to see if anybody had, because I remember that Cindy was going live today. And I'm like, God, is it 12:01? What time? Because the last thing I want to do is to bump into anybody's live. And then I saw like it was at 4:30. And I go, oh, I got enough time to bash her. Registered also had to have a military funeral. Where do they did the ceremony and hand it to the next of kin? I think Jen's father's flag went to his wife and her family, because he had a whole ass family. Mike knows the truth. Why does he? Yeah, why does he allow her to lie and take? Why doesn't Mike do something about it? The moment when she thought Jules was gonna cover her was epic. Yep, and you know she watches everybody's chat. I'm sure when she saw Siwa in your chat yesterday, she was like pissed off that she couldn't respond to her because she would get attacked. I loved it. I was like, this is what you deserve, Jen. When you lie on people all the time, this is what you get. And there's no, I'm going to be better. I don't care if you're going to be better. There's no second, third, fourth, fifth chance. We've given you at least 3 chances. And you've never gotten better. So there's no more chances. Just move on. Just move on. She sent my son a video saying that he could have the flag back if he apologized to her for being angry. Oh my God. Of her accusing him. You kidding me? Jen, not only is she a giggler, but she stole somebody's flag. The flag was in a special glass box. She stole the flag. It doesn't even belong to her family. And 3 in chat. Lisa Wiggler, Barry, and Keith. Girl, give it up. Can you imagine? Stole it when it belongs to Brandy's son. She's so hard up to be like, I'm so patriotic. My parents served. We're all a patriotic family. Um, here's the flag, and you're using Mike's flag. I bet you that her father's family has no idea that she's using somebody else's flag and putting it off as his. That's how pathetic she is. Has she shown the flag ever? Yeah, she has. She sure has. She showed it a few, maybe a couple of months ago. Jules covers Jen like without being spoken, and she. Yep. Hold on. Be right back. Mike is bigger garbage for him than Jen. Yeah, he should have taken that flag back. So Jen, now it's not only Giddler, but we're gonna bother you about that flag. Give that flag back where it belongs. So disgusted with her. All right, I'm gonna go because just got a call and I'm going out real quick. But I'll try to come on later today so you guys can see what was sent to me. So freaking cute, and I'm gonna use it. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy your Friday. F you, Jen. Give the flag back, Giddler.